Okay, Jay is with me now, and we're going to show you the low core setup and giving a lesson in the low core. So Jay, if you would go ahead and do something incorrectly, and we'll show you what happens. Well, I'll tell you what, let's do it correctly, then we'll show. I thought it was going to be in the grip, huh? We're going to show you correctly, and then we'll show you, Jay will do something incorrectly, and we'll show you how we work through that. So he has a strip on the floor. But the first thing you're going to be looking at, if the club is not aimed correctly, you'll notice now he's coming under, he set a shaft plane, or shaft lean I should say, and that club is aimed absolutely perfectly down the line. Well, yeah, everything looks great. So, if you're giving a lesson and you see this, it's time to go hit balls, because your student has it. Now, Jay, I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave this on just to show stance width. If you change your stance width by 1 inch, and you can see how far left Jay just aimed. Okay, now if you go back to your 19 and a half, there you go. Right? That's interesting because just by changing stance width and going back to his number, he's aimed left. So you need to reset everything.
I feel it.
And notice when he adds his right hand, he's not on top, he's not from the side, he's coming a little bit under, and that's pretty darn good right there. Okay? So, you could just start that club back. You can see that club's going to be right on plane. Okay, now let's change your, well, do something wrong.
Okay.
Do something wrong and I'll work to figure it out. So we're checking, and he's aimed pretty far left. So it's not at a stance width. We have this down. If you don't have something, probably not going to have something down, just put down their alignment stick with the taped stance widths on it, or yardstick or whatever. You know the numbers. Okay, Jay, let's just see what's happened here first. Take your right hand off and relax. So he has a bit of what's called a low shaft plane. You can see his hand is not going to come back and meet. So that's also, please go ahead and get that grip, Jay. Let's see what this setup would have created in terms of path. And that's going, wow. That's going out. Yeah, it's going out pretty good. So if the club face is not aimed down the line, path is going to be off. You're going to find exactly the same thing with a putter, by the way. So you make me work again. I didn't figure, I wasn't working around that one. I just, so I'm going to watch Jay's setup this time. So I'll tell you what, first thing I should have done is take the club. Now show me how you're setting your posture.
Okay. How we did it the last time?
Mm-hmm. So he set his posture as an upper core for a lower core. So that's going to open, you can see it, I just opened his hips. So before I give you back the club, Jay, we're going to, yeah, and you're going to tell your student, okay, stand tall, and now we're going to sit down first, and now bend from the hip. Okay, and now you can see how square his hips are. Okay, so change something in your grip.
Okay.
So this time he's going to change something in his grip. That time it was posture. And I can already see that's going pretty far left.
Feel it.
You take this hand off on me for just a second. You can see again, low shaft plane. And Jay is going to be a student who's going to take the club outside no matter where you put him in every core region. So if you grip that, and let's just take a look. I'm going to put my foot right on the line, and there.
I'm trying. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm not doing that intentionally.
You're aimed pretty far left there. That's pretty predictable. In fact, the path looks like it's going right on your aim line. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I want to check now and see what's causing this, what Jay's done. We've fixed his posture, but I do know, obviously, because I told him it's something in the grip. So let's take a look at grip. Jay, if you bring that shaft parallel, that club face is actually closed, but that's closed not because of how Jay's gripped it, although that's something you want to check. it's closed because of how he's gripped it, not because of where it was at address. Okay, now open this hand for me. And I can tell you immediately that the right hand is in an upper core power spot, right close to the palm, and his power spot needs to be out here. Feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, how's your left hand?
Same.
Okay. So let's reset the power spot in both hands. So the power spot's that second pad up. Upper core is on this pad, then we went to mid core on this knuckle. Now the bottom of the grip is crossing that spot in both hands. He's gripped it, he's come under. And now we've corrected the path, or the club face aim. Let's see where the path goes. You can see the path is going to start right down the aim line. Okay? And if you take, yeah, Jay, thank you. Jay takes his right hand off. The middle of that palm is going to, his arms and hands are right under his shoulders. So he has nowhere to go. So if you start with the club here at address, meaning low shaft plane, as you swing, you're either going out, you're going to take it in, but it's going to return under the shoulders at some point in the downswing. It will be there. So that probably would be in and over or out and under.
Yep, it sounds
Yeah.
right.
Sound familiar? So one more time, Jay, let's just get a good grip.
That's heavy.
So you want to check stance width, you want to check posture. When you check posture, take the club from the student. And you've eliminated a huge variable in the posture. And we're back online. You're actually, Jay, you're left.
Can you take this off? It's just a little heavy. I
Yeah,
think
this
it was hanging.
Yep,
Yeah,
it is
try to
heavy, I
grab.
know.
There
I've
you
done
go.
that.
I can do that. That's perfect.
Notice that Jay set his shaftling, has a lot more shaftling here, meaning the shaft is on this side. And boy, is that good. I could see it right away. That's absolutely perfect, Jay. And you'll see that in the path now. Yep. Okay, thank you, Jay.
No problem, Doc.